welcome to TFL's new weekly series, TFL Leaderboard, Hot or Not. As always, I have Paul, TFL's expert and pro race car driver. And Paul, let's just refresh him. What's your career?
Again, racing cars 1989, professionally, Europe, Formula cars, then worked my way over here and racing all sorts of stuff in the US and still do it to this day.
As you can probably tell by the car behind us, today we've got the brand spanking new BMW M2, and we're going to find out whether it's hot or not by really using two criteria. First and foremost, we're going to give it to Paul, who's going to take it around the racetrack, and he's going to set a lap time, he's going to do a 0 to 60, and he's going to tell us what it feels like to drive that car fast. And I just spent a week behind the wheel, so I'm going to give you the journalist point of view. So Paul, last week when you had the Jaguar, you went around the track in 105.25. Do you think this will be faster?
I'm hopeful that it is. I think it's a much lighter car. It should be more agile. This one's on a summer tire. It's a lot warmer out right now. So let's see, but I'm hopeful it's going to be a quicker car.
And we're going to let him do what he does best, and that is set a lap record. All right, let's go to the track. Under the hood is, of course, a 3-liter twin-scroll turbo that puts out 365 horsepower. It also is paired to a 6-speed manual transmission as the sun came down. Those are far and few between now. And, of course, it powers the rear wheels. Now, we did put this on the dyno this month, and if you want to watch that video, just click above. The last time we were here it was cold and the Jaguar was on snow tires. Today it's much warmer and we've got some summer tires, Michelin Pilot Super Sports. Now these are on 19-inch wheels and they're very good summer tires. Actually they're very, very good high performance summer tires for a car that, well, should do well on this track.
A little bit of wheel spin, off the line, tiny bit of axle tramp. Ooh, turns in really nice. Little bit of understeer, not too bad by the time I got to the middle of the corner. Up to third, over the hump, sliding along nicely here. Lots of grip. Wow, I like that. Steering's a little vague, but the ratio's good and it's quick enough. So not a lot of feel, but all that seems to be working. Brakes are nice and bitey, unlike the Jag, and lots of mid-corner grip. So I like the balance of this car. It feels really nice going through here. And it keeps putting power down. It's just slowly lighting the tires all the way through there. It was really a nice feeling, very efficient coming off the corner. Turning it in here, dodging the birds, onto the gas. One more turn to go. I like it. It's an honest little car, and what I'll say about it versus an M3, M4, much better balanced. Those cars tend to understeer kind of grossly or oversteer kind of grossly. This has more of kind of a happy middle ground, where it has a nice balance, takes a set, and you can just drive the thing. And so yeah, really good little car.
Wow, Paul, you set the track record. 103.69, almost 2 seconds faster than the Jaguar. Is that because it's a better car, better tires, both?
Well, I think it's always a combination of things. I mean, definitely the tire made a big difference in the car, but I think we have a much lighter car. It also, remember the Jag, of course, was all-wheel drive, so I thought it would be a real advantage, but this car does a very good job putting its power down. And I have to say, I've driven M3s and M4s. To me, M2, much better handling car than an M3 or an M4.
Yeah, it's a tidy little car, right? It just seems to have those proportions that make it very chuckable.
Yeah, and they're very similar in weight to the M3, M4. The only thing that's different is a smaller, shorter wheelbase, and so that's the only thing I think we can pin down mechanically that's that different between the vehicles. But the balance is so much better. Where an M3 or an M4 is kind of a snappy car where they tend to snap into oversteer or even snap into understeer. And this car just has a nice kind of balanced middle ground where it takes a set and you can just really just wring its neck and drive it and have fun with it. Okay, 0 to 60 in the M2. Let's see what it does. All right, there we go. 5.31 seconds to 60. And again, at the altitude we're at about 5,400 feet or so. That's pretty good compared to sea level. And turbo can help compensate for that, but it doesn't really. They're not really usually able to fill in all the horsepower, especially up at the upper RPMs, which you really need for these full throttle runs.
Now, I spent a week behind the wheel of this M2, and I gotta tell you, there are a few little issues with it. First and foremost, and I'll be interested to see if you agree, is the steering. There is no steering feel.
No, and that's something, of course, is sort of the bane of the automotive world right now, is everyone switching over to electric power steering to gain that fuel economy that it gives you. And of course, we've lost that granular feel when we're driving the car.
Yeah, it's just artificial. It's either very soft or very heavy, and you really can't kind of tell what the road is doing. It's just, yeah, we've got that old 996, and that is just, I think, the apex of what good steering should feel like.
That's right. You know, those hydraulic systems, you just can't beat them for feel, and some manufacturers are starting to get a little bit of a handle on it.
And I know this is going to sound blasphemous, but I think the stick shift is just almost a little too light.
Yeah, the clutch is also really light too, so they're both very light.
And if we're really, nitpicking, the sound isn't grand.
No, not brilliant, and it's piped in,
It's
as we
piped
know
in,
too.
yeah.
It's not real.
BMW does a little bit of technological magic here to give this turbocharged 6 a little bit of a V8 sound, and that is they enhance the engine note by piping it in through the speakers. So let me show you that if I can. So right now I'm in 3rd gear, and I'm going to switch from comfort mode into sport mode, and the engine note will change. So it'll sound like I'm shifting, but I'm not. Here we go. Comfort mode. Did you hear that? A little deeper, a little bit more rush to the engine. I prefer it real, but some people don't mind enhanced. You can go either way.
So you've got all of that. I do give them kudos for having an actual manual transmission in the car. I mean, I love manuals. I'm old enough to still just love driving a manual car. I always pick one over any sort of auto manual or automatic.
And I gotta tell you, that dual scroll turbo just spools up like it's an electric car. I mean, there's just instant torque. It's incredible. It just boom, boom every time.
And that's at altitude,
Yeah.
And we usually see more lag here. And so, if it's good here, it's amazing everywhere else.
So as an everyday driver, I took the boys for lunch, and you can get 2 people in the back. It actually works really well as an everyday driver. I think if you put some winter tires on it, it'll actually have grip, so it'll be usable. So overall, yeah, it's a really good everyday driver, and it's incredibly fast around the track.
Yeah, you can't really beat that. I mean, what a combination, right? You usually have to give up one to get the other.
All right, so last week we had the Jaguar, and that was hot. So is it hot or is it not?
It broke the track record, Roman. It's hot.
It's really hot.
It's really hot.
It's in fact so hot that I think it's probably the best BMW out there right now.
I absolutely agree with that.
So guys, there we have it. Another episode of TFL's new leaderboard, Hot or Not. We've got 2 cars on the board now, and coming up next week, we're going to take the TFL Hellcat, and we're going to give it into your capable hands. We're going to find out if it's hot or not. So thanks for watching, and remember, come back next Monday, because every Monday we take some of the coolest cars, we put them in your hands, and I spend a week behind the wheel. See you guys next time. Ciao. The Jaguar came to us with Pirelli snow tires. That is going to slow the car down, but you know what? Sorry, Ian. We test them the way we get them. So just keep it in mind. It's got snow tires. No big whoop.
Shifted by itself there, which is a bit annoying. Over the hump, big old slide through there. Woohoo! Definitely a heavy car. You can feel the mass of this car.